What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Men's Room. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. With me, as always, is my boy, Superfan Shawhan.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Men's Room proudly brings to you its United States champion, the madman with the Wiener Dog Clan, the Superfan, 13-time WCBS stealing solo backer, is here in the house to have fun on Toy Talk.
You look sharp with that hat. That
Bam,
man making some
baby.
weird noises in the background. Mr. Tommy Gunn!
You are a toy!
Do you
This
speak
is Toy
through
Talk.
the computer?
Huh?
Do you speak through the computer?
Yeah.
Oh, shut your mouth, you thong-wearing fatty!
The man who stole all the toys in the world, you can't ever get anything else, Mr. CollectorExpress.
What do you mean I stole all the toys? You think I got some toys? I might have a few on the shelf here and there.
You have taken them all.
I have taken them all.
That's creepy because your ring light lined up right in your eyes.
Yep. It was awesome.
That is pretty cool. Joining us from beyond, with recently had surgery, Reality's Frank.
Oh my God, I love toys. They're super awesome. I want to talk about Optimus Prime, and I want to talk about Silverhawks, and I want to talk about Thundercats, and I just love toys. They're super awesome. That's all I got.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of
I'm
my
out of practice. Leave me alone.
I clicked it. It was a long pause. I was like, is this gonna work? What are you doing? So I clicked it again. Like, stop it.
As with talking about my ring light with the circle, Rip Orko, the poor little Trollin from another dimension.
Who's that?
Orko.
I've never heard of him.
Did they ever show him without his hat?
I don't think so.
What?
No, it's part of Trollin tradition. They only show their head, their face to their betrothed, the one they love.
Who is he and where is he from?
He's Orko from Trolla. On his home planet, from He-Man, Masters of the Universe.
Oh.
On his home world, he was the most powerful sorcerer on the planet. But on Eternia, he was a bumbling oaf. Because he lost his wand as soon as he became the Eternia, too.
Is that an American show?
He-Man?
Yeah. Or is that Japanese?
I believe it was seen around the world.
Is it Chinese or American?
It was
The new one is Chinese.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
The new one, the reason why I said Rip Orko, spoilers for people that if you don't want to know about the Revelations, which we're going to probably talk about Revelations, they kill Orko.
Episode 4, they kill his ass.
And they screwed up his origin, too. He was a bumbling oaf on Trolla, too. The only reason he was able to come to Eternia because he was the most powerful. He's the only one powerful enough to actually open up a portal between Trolla to Eternia. But they turned him into a bumbling oaf even on his home world.
Oh, so they Jar Jar.
It's like they didn't give a shit about the show or the characters.
Jar Jar beats him.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Well, that's how we feel about Power
Came out
Rangers.
with
Talk
their own
about He-Man. So,
Yeah,
He-Man
He-Man and
was
Transformers.
more our era where you guys are more Power Rangers.
Yeah.
He-Man and Transformers was my era.
Yep. And G.I. Joe.
Gosh,
Yep.
dude.
Yeah, Joe.
Like,
Yep.
Didn't y'all have Mask?
Yep.
But they
There was
wore
Mask,
helmets?
but Mask came along later. We lost Fox, which aired all those cartoons. After the first season of Thundercats, we lost Fox.
It just made me mad that it was called Mask, but they wore helmets.
It was a very forced acronym too, and then for combat they use K and
that's stupid.
it was a very forced.
It was like Mobile Armored Strike Command.
So a
think
little
so, yeah.
birdie told me that they're not putting the right weapons with action figures anymore.
Oh, Warner Brothers has put a embargo of not to put any guns with characters, even if it's their trademark weapon.
That is crazy.
It's like instead they give them swords. Swords still kill people.
What is the Punisher going to become the crocodile hunter?
That's a Marvel character. Don't give me
It's going to happen.
Right now, Marvel don't have that restriction. The Marvel figures, it's just the DC characters.
What about Deadshot then?
Sword.
Well, he usually
At
does
least
staff
having
most
ninja
often too. So
stars.
The Suicide Squad figures, both the characters are supposed to have guns, have swords. John Cena's Peacemaker doesn't have his Peacemaker. He has a sword.
Wow.
And
Now is
great. So we're going to have a nation full of little kids running around knifing each other.
like in
Oh, so
England right
in
now?
the Middle East. Gotcha.
was Hellboy DC or
'cause,
Marvel?
Do what?
Other.
Was Hellboy DC or Marvel, or was it neither?
Neither.
That was Image.
I
think it was
Dark
Image.
Horse. I think it was Dark Horse.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
That's what I thought.
but wasn't
Yeah,
Image like a subsidiary of Dark Horse?
Deadshot's not actually going to be in the new Suicide Squad movie. They actually replaced his character with Elder's Alba's character, Bloodshot, who is also known to use guns and uses guns throughout the movie. I'm sorry, Bloodsport. But he gets swords.
So
His
either way, I'm
figures
still not
get
going to watch
swords.
it.
They're taking away Batman's grapple guns out of the figures.
Wow.
And it's not just the main retail figures. I mean,
Which
they're doing
isn't
it with
even
adult
really
collector
done.
lines, like overseas imports. They're going to start pulling those too. One of the import companies actually did once they got the announcement, figure was ready to go out, so they actually made an expansion kit. They didn't say what it's for, but it clearly went with the DC figure because it's all their signature weapons and stuff that go with them. So you had to buy an expansion kit to get the weapons that's supposed to came with the figure. They just couldn't say it was for that figure.
Right.
It's a little messed up.
Honk, honk.
Honk, honk. You got any toys?
I got my first piece to the build Ursula Major. Really didn't want this holographic Iron Man, but I needed the head to build Ursula Major. I want that Build-A-Figure.
Right.
He's a big bear.
So
the Iron Man is
holographic-
kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. The Iron Man is.
Oh yeah, he's going to go on my
Yeah.
shield.
Yeah.
My
So
Iron
is that
Man build.
foreshadowing though for a holographic Iron Man in the series of Marvel?
In the comics, they did the horrible character that nobody liked, Riri Williams.
Yeah.
The girl that stole, basically copied and stole Tony's tech to become Iron Maiden, who was they put in the Iron Man series for a long time after. In the comics, Captain Marvel killed Iron Man. There was no repercussions whatsoever for her character for killing Iron Man, but when he was dead, Ironheart took over as Iron Man for a while, but she called herself Ironheart in the book, but the book was still called Iron Man. Go figure.
I thought Tony Stark got his head ripped off by Thanos.
Well, it was in a movie, but in the comics, that's what they did. And so they're talking about putting Riri Williams in the Disney Plus, which it's a completely unlikable character. She overthrew Latveria when Dr. Doom wasn't controlling Latveria because the current dictator said mean things. She had no permission to break that country's sovereignty. Went in there and overthrew the ruler and claimed herself queen of Latveria. And they were like, "Oh my God, she's so awesome!" The Shield agents in the book were doing that.
I mean, the comics didn't sell. That's the problem, and they know this, but they're still going to push their SJW bullshit agenda. So Buckle up for more bullshit.
They've been doing that all along.
All the new modern Marvel characters, they talk about people don't like new characters. They don't like shitty characters. They like well written, and people actually act like heroes.
Female Thor wasn't a big thumbs
These
up.
aren't new
and the Muslim
characters; they're
Captain
just
America
knockoffs.
shit wasn't either.
By calling her Thor, anyway, as a retcon, anyway, they try to say, well, other people's been Thor. No, the only other person that's been Thor was Eric Masterson when he was taking Thor's place with permission. And he was hiding the fact that he wasn't actually Thor. He wore a full-face helmet, a helmet that covered his eyes to hide his identity. He was only holding the mantle while Thor was out of commission. And that was the only time anybody ever took the name Thor when it wasn't Thor. They try to use the Thor frog. That was Thor turned into a frog. That wasn't a different character. And in the old What If storylines, Jane Foster got the hammer, and she refused to call herself Thor because she's not Thor. She called herself Thordis in the old What If comics. But they said to change it up. This is something I only got because it's on clearance. If it looked like the box, it'd be better. It's for the new Shang-Chi movie. It's a Target exclusive. I was going to pass on it because don't really care about the movie or nothing about it. I just never read Shang-Chi. Plus, it looks like they're going to give Shang-Chi powers, and he was just a Bruce Lee copy in the comics, so it's kind of stupid giving him powers. But they put this Walmart exclusive that was $22.99 on sale for like $6.89. I just throw it on the shelf for an extra character.
Yeah, you bought it to just prove that you don't have Asian hate.
I never had that.
Exactly, brother. I know, but it's just like, look, man.
Virtue signaling.
And I got real Masters stuff. I got the Cronus and
Paul Gladden.
Kildor.
My uncle.
I got the Cronus and Kildor Target exclusive 2-pack. Love the head sculpt on Kildor because it's basically just the classics, and the Skeletor head looks good for alternate head. The Cronus head is just god awful ugly. And so I don't know why they didn't use the classics head for Cronus.
Hey Seth, I sent something in private chat that if you want to go over, there's a little something that everybody likes in it. It's a website.
Yeah, I'll check that out. I just was seeing some cool pictures from your uncle.
Oh, the Mustang or the Clydesdales?
The hang on, I'm about to do full screen or share screen.
All right.
From Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Now those
down
are
and
some
dirty
toys. Those are some expensive toys.
There's my uncle Ergie was in there.
Is that
He's
your
the
uncle
one
right there?
leaning. Yeah, and then my other uncle Paul is the one laying down.
Okay. He's the driver?
Yeah, I actually got that shirt.
That's cool.
Oh,
I love
is it
the
a wrap or-
military scene he puts on the rail and the Mustang.
I was going to say I love that military wrap on that body.
Here's some good pictures coming up here in just a second. I scrolled through them and was like, dang, dude, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my Uncle Paul right there.
Oh, cool.
How many does the engines last the entire season, or do they got to replace them through the season?
It depends on, because see, they're breaking it down right now. If they do it proper, it could last the full season. If not, you may get half season.
I love car stuff, building car stuff, but one of the things you realize with car stuff, though, they're fun as all hell. But you'll never get your money back out of your car stuff.
True that.
Dude, that thing looks rad, man.
Oh, yeah.
That is a passion.
Now, that's if you look at the sticker at the bottom, that's a true NHRA Mustang.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the men's room sticker at? Isn't it on there somewhere? I know there's got to be a picture of the top.
Dude, you know how dope that would be if we could stick a sticker on his car?
You know.
Yeah.
Just an itty bitty one, like right into this one. Come on, Tommy, pull some weight.
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking like right over the headlight. That'd be, because generally they don't have headlights anyway. So, you just have that cock right there. Yeah.
What you do it like a monochromatic men's room sticker to blend in the paint job, and just with a transparent background when they're not looking, stick that sticker on there.
Now, if you go through, you'll probably see a picture of me with them. Maybe.
That was just
Still has them up.
from racing the other day.
Oh,
Oh, actually, no, wait, that was a while back.
Yeah.
Your dad shared it like just now, and I was like, "Well, dang, that's crazy." But now I see that. Now I see it was back from like 2, 3, 4 years ago.
I always wanted to go to the 4-lane drag strip just to see what it's like to have all that power in one area.
Yeah, that's wild. Huh. Well, hot dog. Anyway, back to let me get you that link that you were talking about, Tommy.
Yeah. I figured this one because it's got Power Rangers. It's got.
I'm so not interested in Ninja War. I don't care about Ninja War. God.
Well, it was the closest thing I could figure out to it fit
I
everybody's
know, not
likes.
saying anything to you, you goob. Oh, I do like that. The Optimus Prime from Beast Wars. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be on the Red series. It's a non-transformable figure.
Then
Hey,
it's
look,
not
they have
awesome.
Baby Yoda.
Actually, I can show you one here in a second. Not that figure, but a red Beast Wars figure.
Yeah, but I don't want it if it can't transform.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Go.
Count Chocula.
Yeah, I know, right? Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
I never knew they had toys for them.
Well, they just were announced for San Diego Comic-Con online.
Mm.
They were announced today.
I thought I've seen like Count Chocula toys before.
See, I didn't know if you liked them or not because of the way the figures change. Because I thought you had one like that. Yep.
Yes, I do.
Does it do the same thing? At least it's not hard to set up. Like that's like quick and easy. Your toy is easy, Seth. It's easy.
That's what she said.
Was it like a direct reissue of that one? Or?
No, this one's going to be 6.5 inches, so it'll be quite a bit shorter than this one.
Huh, that's kind of weird to make it so small.
Well, it's to go with the Lightning Collection.
Yeah, because you can see the chrome stands out more on that one than Seth's.
Well, actually...
Well, they don't do chrome anymore. Hasbro don't.
Yeah, it's plated. It's plated plastic.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's just dull.
Oh.
But I mean, it could shine up pretty good.
Well, I know the shoulder pads are like plated. I didn't know if the legs were.
No, that's another thing. You could those look plated too.
Yeah, that's what I was talking
or
about.
silver painted. I don't know.
Now, do you got the sword with yours?
It's somewhere.
So he had the sword.
Yeah, I've got it somewhere. I just don't know where it's at.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Look, he's turning into Superman.
That's right.
Like, I don't know why I bought him, but I was just like, I don't really care for him. He's Ninja Man in the Super Sentai.
Well, usually those are some of the times that they become the most collectible. Is one of the ones that ain't being sold very popular.
Yeah. I might pass on him. I don't know. Ooh, the Rocketeer.
I've seen like probably 15 minutes of it and I loved it, but I couldn't find the movie anywhere else.
Dude, that movie's awesome.
That's why he made fun of the last Star Wars movie, because the chick that looks like the pink Power Ranger looks like she's wearing the Rocketeer costume in pink.
There you go, Adam.
Well, Rocketeer had the same director as the first Captain America movie.
There's your Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars 2021 Advent Calendar. That's pretty cool. Masters of the Universe Mega Constructs Advent Calendar.
A lot of people like those mega constructs. I never got into them.
Nah, I don't care.
I'm not big into mini stuff now.
Ooh,
Love
like
some gargoyle stuff.
that's dope.
The detail on the wings are amazing.
My
That's
only
gorgeous.
issue with what I've seen so far with the naked gargoyles, they're not going to come with replaceable wings where they can have them folded up. Everybody's going to have their wings splayed out, so it's going to be a pain in the ass if you get multiples on the one shelf, because they revealed a Demona the other day.
I don't like that because the cape looks plastic.
That's
Yeah,
what they're
they
going
look
for.
crappy.
They're wanting to make it look like it came in 1970, or 1980 when it came out. Oh, that's a 12-inch jumbo.
Hot Toys. Hot Toys.
Well, that's Gentle Giant Jumbo 12-inch. It's not Hot Toys. Well, it is Hot Toys
There's
12-inch.
Hot Toys 12-inch figures.
I think it's down below this picture.
Oh, no.
That's what you're seeing. That's a Hot Toys.
Well, that's down here.
Now, what is that? Gentle Giant Hot Toys 12-inch. What the hell? That's not a Hot Toys. What the hell's... That's a bad caption.
Now, that's pretty cool.
I wasn't a big fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really?
Oh, it said he's fired. Booted from the stream. That's it. Out. Get out. Get out.
It's nice knowing you, Tommy. Have a good life.
For shame on you, sir.
The first two I liked.
My only nitpick with the very first one was that at the very end of the fight scene, when he took one of the coins, he instantly became a skeleton.
Right.
When they earlier in the movie they said it took time for the curse to take effect for him to start rotting away.
Yeah, and
Well,
he went
because
straight up.
it took time because they were still spending the coins. But by the time all the coins have been spent, the curse was in full effect. So if any of them was taken out of the chest, they were cursed.
That makes a better explanation if they would actually explain that.
Right.
Yeah.
I see.
Well,
what
see,
you're
you
when
saying.
I
know,
first
Disney.
watched it, I thought like, okay, the flesh they've done died, and the flesh is literally just fell off of them. But during daylight, it's like an illusion that they have skin and they're normal.
Yeah, I agree with Brian Deal that Goliath is a must get.
Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. Sorry, Brian. I had the wrong tab open and I couldn't see the chat, so hope you're still here. My bad.
Demona looks just as good. They revealed her the other day on the NECA's the stay-at-home Comic-Con. NECA's got a lot of good stuff coming out.
Did you send me a link for that?
Let me check and see.
I'm just excited because in 6 weeks we've got Horror Hound in Cincinnati. So got my room booked, got everything ready. I got my outfit ready for the September 11th day. Man, it's going to be a blast. Because I'm rocking the belt.
What are you wearing for September 11th day?
Well, I'll be at the Comic-Con, and you'll have to see. I ordered some extras to make it a whole lot of fun. Let's just say I'll be a whole lot of red, white, and blue.
Oh, giggity.
Yeah. I got my big hat behind me.
I put another thing
wearing
in
it.
private chat if you want to check it out.
Okay, along with everything else I brought up.
Right? Nobody said hosting is easy.
Sad Wolverine. Dude, the Pudgy Pig.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to show you.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Okay, show it.
Hold your horses, sucker. I gotta move things around and put it all up on my second screen.
Okay, I found the NECA panel as well. I just put it in the private chat when you get done with that one.
Oh my god, you people and your links, God. I'm just kidding.
All right, well, we'll just tell you the name of stuff, let you go through Google and search for it.
I didn't even know they made one figure of that pig, though. That thing's cool.
Does it come with a lunchbox? Because that's even better.
I think it does.
It looks like one.
Dude. That's rad. He ate all their weapons. Sad Wolverine. There's that Mandalorian. The Mandalorian.
My favorite is...
That's cool.
Yeah, the turtle one's pretty cool.
Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Back to the Future.
Oh! Dude! Yeah, I'll buy that. That's cool.
I like the way they got the hat right.
Right? And the
I
pockets
just don't think
pulled
they
out.
got the vest right.
What do you mean?
Well, no, that was the other movie.
That's the Futures too. That's the Future.
Yeah.
Code.
I'm thinking of the
first
Before the
one.
Future. Yeah.
You're thinking of this puffy vest from the first movie.
Yeah.
That's the auto dry coat.
But they should have put his sunglasses in, the real big ones.
Docs?
I don't know what they're called, but they were silver sunglasses.
Docs glasses?
Is that what they're called?
Oh, yeah,
The
the
character
wraparounds.
Doc.
All right.
Oh,
The Doc Brown when he wore the mirrored glasses. That's
I got an opening for a new cast member. He got fired automatically.
He's got an ear infection. It's not his fault.
No, he doesn't. He has retardation.
But no, do you remember the sunglasses he had?
No.
Are you serious?
no, I don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't remember those really big
The
mirrored
wraparounds.
glasses he wore.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
We all were.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to cut that one off.
Oh, Tommy gun.
So what'd you think of them toys?
Which would?
It doesn't matter what you think.
We were talking about toys.
If we're talking about toys, I don't care about toys. I'm out of here.
These aren't the toys you're looking
I've
for.
never owned
Hey,
a
you
toy
guys
in
seen
my life.
Lots of toys.
Have y'all seen the toys from the new Space Jam movie?
No.
Yes, they
no.
are clogging the shelves next to where Motu Origins are supposed to be, but Motu Origins are always sold out. Now all you see is the stupid Space Jam figures.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen the first Space Jam movie, so I wasn't really too worried about the second one. Although Jez made up a point where, and I have to find out, I have to watch this movie because he says it could so be the Tron 3 movie. I'm like, okay, now you've got me interested. So now I have to watch this movie that I've not seen the first movie to, so I'll understand what he's talking about for our show next week on next Wednesday. So yeah, should be fun. And then speaking of shows, you're going to be gone next week, yeah, Seth?
Yeah.
I am not now with everything having to been done today. So I shall not be going to what I had planned on doing before.
Dang, man.
In the private chat, Seth, there's a Toy Arc. It's the NECA panel.
Which one?
the last link.
Oh, you just brought it up.
That means you're going to have to do some homework, Tommy,
Yep.
because we'll have a show next Friday.
I'll be here for the opening.
Yeah.
That cat needs a haircut.
We keep telling Seth that, but he just,
Let's talk about the dude with the perm and the neck.
Yeah, he looks like the 80s called, and they wanted the haircut back.
I think it's kind of what the theme they were going to, too, with the panel.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because a lot of stuff they're talking about is the 80s and 90s.
Well, Flash
Yeah, but
Gordon.
did you have to have Jerry curls?
There's
Ming,
pictures down below this.
Flash Gordon, Ming the Merciless, the Phantom.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are. I know who Flash Gordon is.
Well,
The
being from
Boys,
South Florida.
Noir, the A-Train.
Oh, dude, that's cool.
Savior of the universe. I'm so pissed because the actor that played Flash Gordon was going to be at the Indianapolis Horror Hound this year, but of course we didn't have it because of the pandemic, so I didn't get my stuff signed by him.
They're
Dude,
doing
that's awesome.
Biff's grandson.
Griff.
Yeah.
Dude, that is cool.
It's a damn good likeness.
Yeah. Oh, Doc.
Flash. They're doing different versions of Flash Gordon and different versions of the Phantom. I know a lot of people are made customs of that version of the Phantom with the striped trunks.
Mhm.
Now they're actually just where you can just buy it.
Huh.
They're buying extras to do that version. It's like people keep making custom Master Universe Origins figures. They're going to make them, people. Just wait.
Why does he have a skull for a head?
I don't know a lot about the Phantom.
Okay.
He's actually Scorpion.
They're doing movie versions of Flash. I mean,
that's pretty cool.
They're doing like movie looks, but they're using the comic style bodies. I guess it's a way to get around like licensing rights for the actors.
Gotcha.
They just they're doing different style of packaging. They're doing like retro card packaging. They're doing the box packaging.
Flag Noir.
Y'all read any like the boys comics?
I haven't got a chance to read it. I was supposed to get the first issue, the first omnibus, a while back, and just never got around to it.
I've only seen the shows, not read the comics myself. Yeah, same.
I saw the show before the comics, and I went backed up and read some of the digital copies of the comics. A lot different story.
That's what I've heard.
It's nice though that the reason why they use Simon Pegg for what's his name's dad in the comics. That character is drawn to be Simon Pegg,
right?
So they got Simon Pegg to play his dad, Huey. It's
Huey.
That's cool.
Go clip on a fire accessory on to Jason. That's went up this ultimate version of the Thing. I can't remember his name. Kurt Russell's character from the Thing. It's on pre-order right now.
I thought that's what it was.
I liked that movie. The prequel remake thing, that was terrible because it got ruined by CGI. They were planning on doing practical effects enhanced with CGI. They actually had some of the scenes shot with the practical effects, and it looks so much better. Here we go, gargoyles. Hey, you're going backwards.
I know, because I'm looking.
Because I can do that. Yeah. Because he has all the power.
You got the power.
Do what I want.
Got the touch. There's Demona. Demona looks really good.
Yeah.
But you see what I'm saying about the wings, though? They really need to have like a where you can replace the wings with folded up wings. When they fold them up, they look like a cape. They really should have done that. And there's the evil clone of Goliath. I can't remember his name. It was just Goliath spelt backwards, so I don't remember how you pronounce that. No.
Well, we lost Frank.
Aw.
They're doing all the. Oh, this is that was a big reveal. They got the likeness rights for the actor that played.
Who?
Casey Jones.
Okay.
Stephen Amell?
Yeah. Wrong Casey. I'm talking about the original Turtle movie, not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Hulks from Michael Bay. We got the Shredder. Nick had a big reveal on a lot of stuff. There's Kevin Nash.
Yep. Super Shredder, baby.
Dude, that's cool.
Now we get into the cartoon stuff. I like the original movie. When I was younger, I watched some of the turtle stuff, but I wasn't in an age group where I really got big on turtles. A little bit older, where it was He-Man, Transformers, G.I. Joe. That was my stuff.
Yeah, Turtles was more my brothers because they're younger, 6 and 8 years younger. So yeah, that was more theirs.
Yeah.
But I mean, I remember watching them. And the 4-player arcade game was the shiznit.
Oh yeah, I love the arcade game.
Yeah, back in the day, man.
All those big multiplayer arcade games were the shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was too young for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Seth, you know why I got such a big hat? I
Why?
gotta keep my hair down, man. You know, it's
What?
yeah, man. You know. Yeah, that's some of what's going to be happening on September 11th, my friend. That's just a taste, a tease, if you will. So yeah, oh yeah.
In the private chat and the Hasbro Pulse link, that is their new HasLab project, and it is massive.
That's what she said.
Yeah. That's the very first HasLab project I'm really tempted on backing.
Which one is that?
Up in the private chat, a few links up. It says HasbroPulse.com products.
Oh, I already got it pulled up. No, that's not it. Yeah, there it is.
Behold, the Valor of Wallets.
Now, who's he?
That is Galactus.
Why is he cool?
He is one of the biggest, baddest cosmic threats in the Marvel Universe.
He likes to eat universes.
He eats planets.
Yep.
Yeah, he's about to, like they did a bad version of him in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, the Rise of the Surfer.
Yeah, rises. Yep. Boom.
Yeah, because he's the one that creates Silver Surfer.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch, I think it's the mid-'80s cartoon. I've gotten halfway through it. It's such a good story. It's more because I pretty much didn't really know an overabundance about the Silver Surfer until the little bit that we got from the shitty movie. But
I really wish they went with Kirby's origin for the Surfer instead of what they went with.
Right.
They went with like where he was Norn Rad and turned into the Surfer. The original origin, Kirby wanted to be, he was just created by Galactus. He made him. That little bitty silhouette of figure they showed next to Galactus' foot is this. This is a 6 1/4 inch tall figure. And it's not even as tall as Galactus' boot. I have the previous biggest Galactus. This is a Marvel Universe figure. And you see, he comes up to mid-thigh, pretty much. The new Galactus, this is not even as tall as the boot. He's going to be one big mammer jammer.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a lot of plastic.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't even fit back here with my Titan Transformers. That shelf's too short.
But to scale, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Even
Because
at 32 inches with the height of the new Galactus, that's part of like his smallest form.
Yeah.
That's when he's starving. Being truly an accurate Galactus, basically my size.
Yeah.
This
Because
is how
he's
big,
like walking
this
around.
is how big a human is to Galactus.
Yeah, because he in the comics I read and I think there was a cartoon with him in it. He was like literally walking past skyscrapers bigger than them.
Yeah.
Well, keep in mind he eats planets, dude. You got to be a big mofo to eat a planet.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, look, meatball, but it's a planet, you know. So,
He is the last survivor of the previous universe.
yes.
When he came into the universe, he was like in a cocoon. And every race sees Galactus differently. What we see, what humans would see as Galactus is not what aliens see him as. It's kind of like, I don't know if you ever watched Babylon 5. Every race saw the Vorlons differently.
Oh.
When they came out of their containment suit, they said at one time, lead up to that, when he takes the suit off, everybody would recognize him.
Right.
Everybody sees Vorlons as angels.
Okay. Gotcha.
Of their own species.
Right on.
So
in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer,
yes.
what did you see of Galactus?
that big energy cloud at the end of the movie, instead of doing a proper Galactus, that was supposed to be Galactus.
Like that?
That big cloud thing, yeah.
Okay.
That was Galactus in that movie.
Basically, you're better off with the Lego games and or like the cartoon I was talking about, the Silver Surfer cartoon that's on Disney Plus.
But are they saying that cloud is him, or is he in the cloud?
The cloud is him.
Yes, he is the cloud.
Oh.
He's more.
Stupid.
Well, technically, Galactus, his body's not real anyway, so.
What do you mean?
He is. He's basically a being of pure energy. And what you see is just a containment shell. It's basically a big elaborate illusion.
He looks amazing in Marvel Zombies, the comic books. He looks absolutely amazing in that.
They're actually one of the alternate faces for the big Galactus is a zombie face. Super 7's doing the Sumbo G.I. Joe figures. They're going to be 7-inch scale, like with Masters, Silverhawks, and Thundercats that they do. There's a link in the chat for the first 4 at the top of the private chat.
Yeah, I'm still looking at Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer, Galactus stuff. I need to watch this movie again because I don't really remember it.
Oh, dude, it's been forever since.
Don't they call him Galactus in that though?
They do call him Galactus. They just don't show a proper Galactus.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I forgot so much about it.
Think back when that movie was made, CGI wasn't really quite up to par before Galactus back then.
Was it? I mean, I feel like he could have done it. It was 2007.
Yeah, they could have done.
They could have, but I mean, it's come so much further now. Where if they were to do it now, it would be so much better.
But it would have been so expensive for one, and they used a lot of CGI already.
They were trying to.
Fantastic Four.
It like a lot of stuff when Fox does stuff with movies, they want to change it too much for TV and movies, and they try to make things more what they thought was a more realistic version. It's just stupidity.
What do you guys think of the casting for that movie, or just the Fantastic Four in general?
I liked it. I didn't have any problems with anybody that was in the movies.
Really, the only Jessica Alba is beautiful. Not a good casting for Sue Storm though. The fake blue contacts look so cheesy. That's
racist.
Blonde, the blonde dye or wig they had didn't look good. Because Sue Storm and her brothers is from Iowa Corn Belt. It's like I thought Ryan, what's his name, Chris Evans, did a fine job as Johnny Storm, but personality-wise and stuff in that area where he acted actually worked great for Johnny Storm. Now I like the personality they gave Ben Grimm. But the suit was just so restricted. It looked good in close-ups. They really should have done a little bit of mix with CGI in the suit, kind of like what they've done before. Different when they have like close-ups, so you can have like the face stuff. That's when they have issues like doing faces in CGI, like Adam was talking about. That's why they went with the suit.
Yep.
But Michael Chiklis is just too small. Great actor, but they should have had like a body double doing like some of the scenes and stuff. Got a bigger dude, like one of like Super.
Brock Lesnar, one of those real big, gigantic.
You need somebody big and bulky and tall. Chiklis is short. Or was he like 5'10" or something like that?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he looked pretty good.
I mean, overall, it looks good because you can do the angles and whatnot with the camera. Overall, is Jessica Alba the perfect Sue Storm? No, but it was still better than the reboot bullshit fantastic shit they came out with.
Oh, he's even shorter than I thought. He's 5'9".
Yeah, I was gonna say I was thinking 5'8", 5'9" Yeah, he's a tiny fella.
What do you?
Great boy. I thought the voice and personality they gave the Thing was great. He's just when you think Thing, you think a big old honking monster of a man, and I don't want to be able to look down at the Thing.
What the guy that they got for Dr. Doom? What do you think about him?
That was just shit. How they handled Dr. Doom.
Really?
Dr. Doom is one of the most premier villains in the Marvel universe, and they have yet to do him properly in any kind of live action medium.
I mean, that actor was in a TV series about being a plastic surgeon and stuff, which I'd seen first, I think.
Yeah.
I think if they played Doom properly, he would have done fine, but they tried to do him as a businessman.
Yeah.
And a corporate CEO thing, and then get kicked out of his own company thing. That was just such idiocy. He's the dictator of his own country. He's the ruler of his country.
It felt a lot like Spider-Man to me, and what they did with Goblin.
And they tried and put the whole connection to him and Reed, where he worked for Reed. He was stealing Reed's ideals and making money off those,
and wanting to pork Sue.
Yeah.
So, who did zombies better though? Was it Marvel or DC? Did any of y'all follow Marvel Zombies?
Marvel Zombies was shit to me, so I didn't read it. And DC Deceased was shit, so that's not even what we were talking about. But
I'm sorry, I was reading an article and I was curious on y'all's opinion.
The Walking Dead did a really good job with zombies, I feel.
Well, I just think it's cool that Superman became zombie, and he literally flew to the sun to eat it.
DT.
Yeah, that's very recent. That's DC Deceased.
Yeah.
Which hardly anybody read. It
I
did
would
not do
say the video game was a lot of fun with the zombie characters and whatnot in it. Although my brain is not working for the name of the damn title.
Plus, like, it makes no sense when you have like zombies, characters getting turned into zombies whose powers would keep that from happening. Like they had Wolverine turn into a zombie, Deadpool turn into a zombie. Sorry, their healing factors would contradict the zombification. And
Well, with
what
Wolverine,
zombie-
though, bro, you gotta remember though, with that whole where the animatium took over his healing factor. So I mean,
Well,
that was never
Wolverine also
a thing in
became
the
a
comic.
werewolf. Wolverine
never
became a werewolf and then healed from it because of his healing ability.
The antimentium messing with the killing them in the comics, that's never happened. That was just made for the movie.
dude, that was in the comics. I remember reading it back in the 90s.
No, it slowed down his healing ability, but never killed him. It never was killing him. When they took out, it actually stopped secondary mutation. When they pulled the antimentium out of him, he actually mutated farther. He became
Magneto took it out of that.
Yep.
I've got that. I think it was a 5 run. Different comics.
Each cover had a holographic cover. You got like the holo card on the front.
Yeah, I got all 5 of those. Yeah,
but Deadpool can basically grow any limb back, and heck, he can grow a new body if you cut his head. You can cut his head off and stick his body back on it and restitches back together. You're not going to turn him into a zombie.
Which it wasn't the fact, like, if you continued on with the Marvel zombies, the less they ate people, the more they became back human.
well, that's kind of dumb.
No.
The one from 2010, that's what the storyline was about. Because they literally, like, they're still zombies, but their brain works like a human again. They don't crave it.
That's after they eat. Not unless they eat.
No, after they eat, they get back their memories and stuff. But
That's
if you withdraw them,
somebody.
yeah, but if you withdraw them from it completely and just keep them in a room, it's like someone that's coming off of drugs. They eventually get back to the way they were, but they're still zombies.
I don't know which storyline is that. That's not the original Marvel
That's
Zombies.
the 2010 Marvel Zombies.
The original Marvel Zombies, they ended up eating Galactus.
Yeah,
They got
that's still
power.
in the 2010 version, but that's when they literally eat the whole world and go to another dimension, and that's when they figure out, hey, if we stop eating, we'll get back our memories. And the Hulk is the one that figures it out.
The first zombie that infected that world, do you know which one it was?
No.
The Sentry. He broke through the realities.
Oh.
He broke through from another Earth that was zombified and infected the Marvel Zombie Earth.
I enjoyed the comic. That's why I watched. I went to the next version, the updated version of it.
I never was. When they throw away, we're getting an echo.
It's coming.
Let me turn down my mic then.
But
Turn down your volume, not your mic,
All right.
or put some headphones in.
But
That better?
Yeah, that's better. But when they start throwing out reasoning of like the character's abilities just to drive a story, that's what I don't like. Just so they can tell a story and make every character's powers don't work or reasoning completely act differently. That's one thing with the new Master Universe Revelation. When people talking about Tila, that's not Tila what we grew up watching. This Tila was got pissed off, and she was very arrogant and pissed off because of the fact she felt entitled that everybody should have told her Adam was He-Man. When Adam, instead of mourning her friend, she got pissed off and stormed off, quit her job, because they didn't tell her that Adam was He-Man.
Well, this is what you get for watching the new shit. I mean, that's just simply.
I want to make my own opinion. I want to make my own opinion.
Knew the shit was coming. Like there's been
I
rumors.
already knew what it's going to be. Well, a long time I've watched every He-Man series, and I can tell you that just the characterization is completely. They didn't care about the characterization. That's when they completely rewrote the character to tell their story.
Are you surprised? I wasn't.
No, absolutely not surprised. That's what I'm trying. What's what I'm saying. They rewrote the story, the character to tell their story.
So wait, does He-Man act anything like he used to before he dies?
You don't. He died. He's like in like 10 minutes of the first episode, and he's dead.
Oh shit!
And you only see him in flashbacks through most of the episode until episode 5. Episode 5, he's dead, and he's basically in Valhalla, their version of Valhalla. And they make a point saying if he does get resurrected at the end of episode 5, very briefly. Well, he's still. They make a point if he dies again, it's over. There's no coming back. He will not get to come back to Valhalla. They're pre-Eternia. But so he goes back to, he's reborn. He goes through the portal. He's basically alive again, and they're getting ready to restore magic to Eternia. And Skeletor comes out of Evil End's wand, and the Havoc staff reforms and stabs Adam in the back before he turns into He-Man and brings the magic back.
Ooh. So
then he transforms into Skelegod. He takes the sword and Skeletor goes, I have the power, and transforms into Skelegod.
Are you a big fan of Deadpool, by the way?
Never was a big reader of Deadpool.
Well, see, I've read the comic where Deadpool kills all the superheroes.
Deadpool kills Marvel.
Yeah. Well, they continued it, but he's not killing the superheroes anymore. He's going after the stories of like Moby Dick and everything. And then at the very end, he's trying to get the ones that create them all, which is the writers. He breaks the fourth wall and goes into our universe and kills the writers.
Oh yeah, that's very Deadpool.
I actually really enjoyed that comic book.
Yeah, they've done quite a few of those. So and so kills the Marvel Universe type books.
Yeah.
They did. Punisher kills the Marvel Universe. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Wolverine kills the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, the biggest one was when the mutants all died. Back in the 90s.
But Deadpool actually put a bounty on his head because he was trying to see if anybody could actually kill him.
That sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Deadpool's healing factor used to not be as strong as it is now.
Yeah.
He actually lost in the 90s. He actually lost his healing factor, and he was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
They needed the Hulk's blood to create a serum to cure him. Basically, the Hulk, people don't realize, he has a healing factor just like Wolverine and Deadpool.
Well, actually, I heard it was, some people say he was stronger because at the very end of the universe, when everything else dies, he's the only one left.
Who are you talking about?
The Hulk.
Oh. Depends on the story.
In a lot of comics, he's the last one living out of all of them.
There's a lot of those storylines like that with the Hulk the End and Future Imperfect and like that. But they've had other stories where he's a bitch too at the end.
Yeah.
They're like the King Thanos and the Fallen One, which was
that's what made me so mad about not Endgame, Infinity War.
Oh, Hipster Hulk.
The way Thanos threw the Hulk around, that wouldn't have happened like that. If it was just brute strength, the Hulk should have took him.
Yeah, but he had stones. Remember, he did have like 2 of the stones.
But he didn't have
Yeah,
any.
but he didn't
he
use
didn't have
them.
the Power Stone yet, though.
Yeah, he didn't have the Power Stone, and he didn't use the stones yet. He wanted hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, he didn't use the stones when he fought the Hulk. He bitched up the Hulk in 2 hits, which was stupid.
Yeah, because the Hulk literally took down, what was that flying creature that the Hulk hit with 1 hit, and it basically crumbled?
Oh, those flying dragons from Avenger 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he could do that, he could take a hit from Thanos.
In mid-transformation at that.
Yes. And this is at that time that the Hulk was the Hulk for a while. So he's done adapted.
And that's a Hulk with tons of fighting training, too, from being on Scar's battle planet.
Now, see, when you see Hulk and Ragnarok,
people can say
the theory with Ragnarok and the Hulk is when he was at that place, they said he was there for hundreds of years, is what they're quoting it at.
It could be in time, but they never stated that in the show.
Because Loki got there for like weeks before Thor did, and there was only a second apart.
Oh,
Yeah.
the portals like that are very tricky. Like
But I mean, when you jump into Endgame, it'd been like X amount of years that he was the Hulk. So I mean, they did. I don't remember what it was, but they did kind of testify that, which based off of like the original Hulk series with Ferrigno, never really happened. Like the Hulk didn't just stay the Hulk for like years and whatnot. Granted, the years were different there than here. So that was what I always thought was part of the problem, was because Hulk had been Hulked out for so long. You know, that was the bullshit. You know, I don't know. We ended up with Hipster Hulk, and that was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's not even how they did the Professor Hulk in the comics. The Professor Hulk in the comics was an alpha male. He wasn't no hipster.
Right.
No. And he was still beast mode. Like he would still
he was
go full rage.
That's why I refuse to call him that Hulk. He's Hipster Hulk, because he definitely was not Professor Hulk. Exactly.
No, the Professor Hulk was a badass.
Damn.
But he was actually more smarter than Hipster Hulk. Like,
Hipster Hulk was a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, before they started calling him Professor Hulk too, he was basically what they called the merged Hulk. They took the original explanation for that version of the Hulk was they merged all of his personality. Each transformation was basically a part of his psyche. Like the Green Hulk was his id, the Gray Hulk was his ego, Banner was the super ego, and they all merged into one body as the merged Hulk, later known as the Professor Hulk. Yeah. It's all parts of his personality finally combined into one.
Yeah, so he's not schizophrenic anymore.
Yeah. Well, he never was a schizophrenic then.
Well, that's what they're claiming in the...
That's what they later on, they retconned it to be a schizophrenic.
Yeah.
Because of that. Now that's all, he's got different personalities. It wasn't personalities, it's just his psyche was broken in the different parts. Well, he had a traumatic childhood. His mother was murdered by his father in front of him.
Yeah.
And his father, and unlike in the Eric Bana movie, his father didn't go to jail. He still raised him.
Yeah.
He won the court case and still raised Banner.
And just kept...
He hated Banner because he thought he thought Bruce was a mutant because he had super intelligence even as a child. That's one of the things that there used to be the theory was the reason why the Hulk became the Hulk, because he was a latent mutant abilities. He had the gene, but he never became a mutant.
So it was kind of like the radiation increased his mutation further.
Not along the lines that actually increased his mutation, activated the mutation.
Kind of like X-Men 2, where they were trying to make everybody immune because they had the mutant gene.
If a normal human being got hit with the radiation like he got hit with, it would have killed him. Yeah, it's because he had the latent mutant gene. The radiation activated, and it causes them to turn into Hulk.
So it makes you wonder if they could combine, like, you find out that Wolverine and Hulk have a common ancestor because they both have the healing factor.
They actually made a recent story, the past few years, they had a terrible storyline where the government actually they called it Weapon H.
Yeah, I saw that. It was Thor. I mean, it was Wolverine and Hulk combined, but it had bumps all over, and I didn't understand that part.
He had adamantium spikes coming out of him.
Oh.
It was a stupid. I wish I got the books. I got the first issue. The art was shit. The story was shit, and I just told my buddy at the comic book shop that I don't want this storyline. I'll pick up the first issues I told you to order for me, and just cancel the rest. And if I did, because everybody else did the same thing, those books are valuable because they introduced that Weapon H.
Yeah.
The only reason they're valuable because low print runs because everybody canceled their orders because it was a terrible freaking storyline.
Like, I get the concept of it, but he's too overpowered. And he was already overpowered.
But what was really dumb was they made the point. Everybody thought that the build up too on the Weapon H storyline, everybody thought they were going to bring, during that time, Bruce Banner was dead. And everybody thought that was, everybody thought that storyline was going to be used to bring the Hulk back to life. And once it seen it was a bait and switch, everybody just fuck this and left and build.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorite comic books is where they cut the Hulk up in a bunch of different pieces and put him in jars.
That's an Immortal Hulk. Yeah.
And they couldn't kill him. When the jars smashed, he started coming back together.
Oh, shit.
That's a recent book. It's Immortal Hulk.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But like you see his head
the Immortal
floating
Hulk
in
book
one.
when it started out was very much like they were doing like the old classic horror book theme.
Yeah.
Which one of the most viewed videos on my channel, toy reviews I got, is the Immortal Hulk from Marvel Select, which they only call it Immortal Hulk because of the popularity of the title, because the book, the figure is clearly not designed after the character model for the Immortal Hulk.
Yeah.
The figure was originally called the Rampaging Hulk, and before it was the packaging was done, they decided to change the packaging name to Immortal Hulk just because of the popularity of the comic. So that's why it looks nothing like the Immortal Hulk. It comes with 2 head sculpts. It comes with the cosmic robot Hulk, like a Terminator flesh being pulled off, show the skull underneath, metal skull. And it comes with a regular screaming head. Neither head looks anything like Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk's got that like a Frankenstein look.
Hulk angry.
Which would make sense. I think that's why everybody understood the way his face looked. If every bit of your muscles were advanced, your jaw muscles, mouth muscles, everything would be bigger. But they're putting a regular size face on the Hulk now, which doesn't make sense.
The Immortal Hulk has got that weird enlarged head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't remember which comic book it was, but they said he had one of the strongest bite forces in the universe because his jaws were so muscled. Like every
I've read a lot of. I bought some straight cut jeans. More like gay cut.
You got to give it to the Hulko. His purple pants.
Optimistically cynical. Made some comments. Okay, I'm not sure how that relates to the Hulk. But yeah, I've stopped. I actually canceled my Mortal Hulk when they stopped doing the good storylines. Start doing the activist style of storylines in it. They went bait and switch, got everybody hooked on the good artwork, the good stories. Then they went straight up activist stuff in the stories.
I never understood when they had them figures, they never gave them knee joints.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are the older ones, man. Like, you know, the hands kind of move. That's about it. The head moves a little bit. You know, there's no knees. It's, you know, this is like an $8 figure back in the day. You know,
Yeah, those were for the kids to play with toys.
Yeah, I like them just because, like, I've got a whole
Yeah.
bunch of them that are still boxed. I've got one open, one unopened, because I almost gave you this instead of that cereal bowl, Tommy. But I mean, you know, because we are both Hulk and Wolverine fans and stuff. But I've got one that's still sealed and one that's not, and I've got like all the original Avengers, you know, Thor and Stark and all that. And I've even got, which is funny, good luck finding them. But I've even got a Venom still in the box.
What do you think about the Venom movies? And
I
are
haven't
you
seen
gonna
them,
watch the
dude.
second one?
I haven't seen them.
Well, there's only one Venom movie.
Yeah, but they're coming out with the second one.
Well, I haven't seen it because it's not out yet.
Yeah, but I want to see it because of Carnage.
The first Venom movie wasn't bad. It's a lot better. Actually, enjoyed it better than the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies.
Yes, and
I don't like Tom
It
Holland.
pisses me
Spider-Man.
off they get such a bad rep. But I was like, they kind of stuck with the Venom storyline more than people think.
Well, you can't go with the original Venom storyline. There's no way because it's such a convoluted origin for Venom.
Yeah.
The whole Secret Wars thing where Spider-Man finds a vial and he thinks it's a costume and it ends up being a symbiote later on. That origin for Venom just don't work for movies or TV.
Yeah.
Having it come from outer space, that's the only way they can. That's what they end up doing for the 90s animated Spider-Man series. So, and it works for.
Yeah, because it was a three or a 4-parter. I can't remember which now, but yeah, it worked. It works in the
Stick
90s.
with that one. If you're going to do a cinematic one, it's just have it be an alien.
But I want to see Agent Venom.
Well, you're never going to see Agent Venom in the current MCU because they don't have the rights to use the proper Flash Thompson and Mary Jane Watson, all those supporting characters. Sony didn't give the MCU rights to use those characters. That's why they made up their own Flash. So that's why they made that's what people like. Well, they changed MJ into the mixed race girl, but she's not Mary Jane. She just goes by the initials MJ.
MJ, yeah.
Sony did not give them the rights to use the Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Which,
Mary Jane is a pasty white.
Spider-Man dated more than one girl, didn't he?
Yeah.
He started out with Gwen Stacy. He was in a relationship with Gwen Stacy. He was getting comfortable with Spider-Man. He was kind of getting cocky. And Goblin threw her off a bridge in the comics. And a lot of people don't know if he blamed himself for her dying because he thought he may have killed her or the Goblin killed her. When he threw his webs out to catch her, some think there's always debate to like when he caught her and sudden stop from falling off the bridge, snapped her neck. And others say she may have died of a heart attack or this and that, but
don't forget she was pregnant with Goblin's baby.
That brought guilt back to the character.
That's like when they say Superman would catch you from falling. He would have to time it just right, or you'd still hit just as hard as hitting the ground.
But he has enough super speed to slow down, catch you and slow down.
Yeah.
Other characters, not so much.
Well, I'm talking about when he's on the ground and you're falling and he catches you then.
Yeah, if he times it right, though, he can catch you and slow you down and cushion you. But if he just catches you like a dead fall catch, you're just going to splat the ground. Your body would fall through his arms and break.
Yeah.
Also, too, Superman has a power that's subconscious. That's one thing that helps with that issue. Like when he picks a car up by the bumper, and then don't rip the bumper off the car, or he actually has a telekinetic field he can extend on stuff he touches. It's subconscious. Picking up I couldn't pick a human up by the toe like this.
Yeah.
It'd flip over. But using a telekinetic field, I'm extending from my body around what he's picking up. that's how he does a lot of stuff he does.
Never thought about it, man.
Well,
Going
that's
back to
like-
the Christopher Reeves movies and stuff, never fucking once was that
But
anything
that's
I
why
ever worried
a lot
about.
of times his suit doesn't get destroyed. It's like a few millimeters above his body. That's why his suit doesn't get destroyed. It is able. People are able to penetrate it if they're strong enough, like Doomsday, powerhouse characters. But most of the time, that's why his cape gets destroyed, but not his suit.
Well, that's just like the Hulk. He can control his density. Like when he hit that guy in mid-form, that dragon floaty thing, that thing weighed more than him. So when he hit it and didn't move,
I don't.
That
was less him controlling density. It's just bad storytelling, bad animation. They did the same thing in the Winter Soldier when Captain America was holding down that helicopter.
Yeah.
Yes, he has the super strength. That version of Captain America does have the super strength to pull it, but he also only weighs 250 pounds.
Yeah.
The helicopter would just pick him up off the ground, no matter how strong he is.
Yeah, like he could be holding on to a truck, and it would pick him and the truck up.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about with the RoboCop live action TV series. Yes, RoboCop he's a cyborg, got superhuman strength, but if he tries to stop a truck or something like that, it's just going to drag him down the street. What they introduced in that series, he had anchors, bolts, would actually shoot out of his feet and anchor him to the ground. When you shoot a cable, they gave him a lot more gadgets and stuff in that series.
I didn't know there was a series.
Yeah, it's actually only one season, but it's actually not bad, especially for the time. Early 90s live action TV series. It's not that bad. Of course, it could be a lot better, but I liked all the gadgets they gave him. They gave him both sides of his hips that actually would open up with different weapons. He had like grenades and different types of little hockey pucks, size devices. He had all kinds of different functions for them. Like explosives or smoke grenades or different things like that.
What did you think about the RoboCop, the new one, where he had the black suit?
That was terrible.
It didn't give me... Well, see, I grew up watching them as a kid. I probably should have watched them.
Of course, they basically reversed the storyline, too.
Well, they made it from... That movie was rated R to PG-13, and you're already going to lose the audience.
Yeah. Well, that happened with the original RoboCop franchise, too, when he went from... The first two movies were hard R movies. Then you went to a PG-13 RoboCop 3. You lost your main actor. Then you killed off supporting characters and completely changed the storyline. And RoboCop is actually pretty much a wuss in RoboCop 3, too. RoboCop needs to be a hard R.
Yeah.
It needs to be shoot 'em up gore.
Well, it's supposed to be the city.
Well,
at its
I say that, then I recommend it to the series. If you're going to do a PG-13 RoboCop, the series is a good way to do it. It has the old superhero camp to it. And RoboCop's still a badass. And like RoboCop 3, his ass handed to him by those weird robot ninja things they decided to do.
Yeah, like I liked RoboCop because he wasn't the fastest. Like he had some limitations on speed, but he still took care of what he needed.
He was a walking tank
and intelligence.
He was a walking tank.
Yeah, they went from tank to samurai ninja.
Well, they turned him into Batman.
Yeah,
in that movie, the suit looked just like the Nolan style Batman suits. He didn't look like a cyborg. He looked like a dude in a rubber suit.
Yeah, he kind of looked like if you took Iron Man and Batman and put them together.
But one of the things that really sold RoboCop 2 was Peter Weller.
Yeah,
he went through a lot of training to learn how to move like a robot. He practiced to make that motion.
Now I will put one thing.
The first RoboCop movie, you think he's a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I will say one thing
His
about
movements
the
are
new
perfect.
movie. is when they show you his lungs and his heart with his head on top. He's like, terminate me.
Yeah,
That was good graphics. I will give him that.
Oh,
I have to at least give a
I'm
movie
not
some
saying
kind
it
of
had bad
positive.
graphics. Just not saying had bad graphics. But I'm not sure what that had to do with what we were talking about. The Incredible Hulk when that comic came up. It's like straight cut jeans and like get cut.
Check this out. I got locked out of my office. I was coming back like 10 minutes ago.
I was wondering where he's at. We was just chatting away.
I couldn't get in.
That's funny. That's what she said.
We didn't hear you knocking, so you couldn't get in.
I grabbed the doorknob and was like, what in the world?
What in the world?
Thomas,
What?
Dr. Evil with your cat on your shoulder.
But I like what really I think pissed a lot of people off too with the RoboCop movie reboot. He started out with the perfect update to the RoboCop suit. He had the silver. He had the silver update, kind of like an update version of his original armor. Then they're like, let's make it black, tactical.
Like, it would have been cool if they would have made it like military camo just for one scene.
They could have done different way they did the body where it's actually a replaceable body. They could have had multiple bodies.
Yeah. Like, if you're going to go that way, you should have shown like different patterns for different situations.
Well, hell, basically do like the modular Iron Man back in the 90s cartoon. He had different add-ons to his suit for different functions. They could have easily done that route and actually changed his body to suit the needs he's going on, the mission he's going on.
Yeah, like stealth or bulk for bulletproof.
Yeah, or if you needed power, like a bigger, more powerful body.
Yeah. Or straight up guns everywhere kind of suit.
With I think we're doing non-lethal ammo too in that movie too, like where you're supposed to be in a police officer thing. I don't really get that. That movie wasn't. It had potential to be really good, but it's just they went. It's not to focus on the evil corporation type thing.
When are they going to figure out the writers they have right now suck?
No,
they won't. They have echo chambers right now. They're what they do right now. No matter how big their movies, their TV shows, movies flop.
Yeah,
never their fault. It's the fans' fault. The man babies' fault that cry and.
Here's an idea though.
They're already starting with the He-Man show.
They're picking people from college.
If you look at the Rotten Tomato score,
yeah,
of course the critics gave it glowing reviews. Then the fan scores is like 36% or 33%. It's a flop.
But the problem is they're getting kids and adults out of college that have been taught the very same thing over and over again. But the best movies are the ones that came out from someone that never even went to college. It just came right off the street with an idea. Because it's different.
That's rare occasion, though, anymore.
Yeah. It don't happen no more.
Well, it does to a little bit. That's why you got shitty comics right now. Even on the independent scene, a lot of these people that fell out of people are not doing the waiting tables in the restaurants trying to slip their screenplays to people anymore. They're going into the comic book industry, writing their stories in the hopes to get the Netflix deal or the movie deal with their graphic novels.
Is any of y'all a Harry Potter fan?
No.
Because to me, Harry Potter is just a
I'm not in the
shitty
age
Star
group.
Wars.
I'm not in the age group for Harry Potter. Never was when it came out.
Shitty Star Wars. They got shitty lightsabers. And
you mean the magic wands?
Yep. that are always useless in the time of need.
I saw some kind of comedy skit one time, like I think it was like Harry Potter, like I think it was like American or something like that, and his wand was a gun. So he just came over and just shot Voldemort.
Right.
Movie's over. Alakablam! But it's I just never got into them. A lot of people like them. I'm not gonna. It was their original own thing, so I'm not gonna diss anybody who likes the Harry Potter. That's just never was my thing. It's not unlike these modern fans that's coming in. I know we're the same age, but I still didn't like Harry Potter.
Yeah, my wife likes Harry Potter.
I don't.
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, to me, I tried it. I tried, and I watched all of them.
What gets me though is these idiots out there now. They defend. They've brainwashed all these morons that defend corporations. You can't even criticize anything without them attacking you. Now it's like I can like and dislike something if I want to, and if I don't like something, it's not because my opinion's wrong. It's because I didn't like it. I'm not listening to somebody because I don't like it. But these morons now, they will, like Kevin Smith, they will suck his dick metaphorically and say his stuff is just awesome.
Well, you got to remember too, Kevin. He was just a celebrity they picked and attached to this shit. This wasn't his brainchild. He's just a celebrity that got picked with this.
Everybody take a picture right now. That's 10 millimeter. That will never be seen again.
I've been looking for this for like a hot minute. I found it just now.
It's always the 10 millimeter. Always.
I found it just now.
It was the redhead.
It was sitting right here beside my computer.
Well, take a good look at it. You'll never find it again.
Yeah. Well, I hate to cut it short, but I gotta get up early. So, I mean, do you guys want to keep going without me, or are y'all ready to land this baby?
It's whatever you guys want to do.
I got pit crew prep tomorrow, so if Seth was getting back early, he could go to the drag strip with us.
Tommy's got to practice losing 10 millimeter sockets.
So,
hey,
as long as they don't fall into the intake manifold and top piston, you're all right.
The track we're renting is in Piedmont.
Oh.
And we're going to do it around 12 is when we're going to start till 6 o'clock.
Well, actually, there's a good possibility that I'm going to get to meet Prime Mover on the 31st.
Ooh.
Yeah, next Saturday. So I'm pretty excited about that.
You'll have to take a picture and send it to us.
I will.
But you guys got to go to Taco Bell, right? You got to go to Taco Bell and have tacos.
I'm curious if he's
short.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's short or tall. I've never asked him his height.
Brian Deal said, "You fellas be good and don't let your meatloaf." We'll try.
No promises, though.
What do y'all? Are you guys want to keep going or what?
If Tommy needs to go do some practicing, that's all right. We can call her a night and.
We'll just wrap it up. I just want to say R.I.P. Huggamuggas. That was it. Since she's the one that we put down.
Buddy.
Before we
lost a cat about 2 weeks ago too. So
that sucks.
Your coyote got her.
Adam, my daughter's been My daughter likes to play with her toys and rotate them. And the other day she was playing with Puppy, and she's been carrying that thing around for like a week straight. Like everywhere she goes, she's been taking it. So
Best $15 I ever spent, bro.
It's getting
Yeah.
some miles on it.
Hey,
oh yeah,
you know, it was just perfect, man. I mean, you know, because you
Oh,
come
yeah.
on and want to see the puppies, and of course, I've always got some in here, so you know. And then with it being her birthday, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Just wait. Once little man gets to be a little bit older, I'll be sending him a wiener dog too.
All right, fellas.
Yes, you
Well,
still got to get the Batmobile.
I know. I'm just never over in your area.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Everybody
Y'all need to do
links are in the channel.
for the channel.
Everybody
Y'all need to
links
do
below.
like a build for that engine you got in your garage. You need to build a cart for the channel.
Well, I mean that's something we could do. I don't know
That
if
gets
I can use that motor. I've been looking at it, and I'm not wondering if it's too far gone
It might be.
because it's pretty rough around the edges.
But the piston
Right.
still goes up and down, so it's not seized.
Right. I'm gonna pull the jug off and look at it and see what's going on. If I can do something with it, we'll do it.
But it does got compression.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I won't pull the whole jug. I'll pull like the top off just to see. Or I think I've got a buddy of mine that's got one of them little cameras that go into the spark plug hole.
Yeah. I
That'll
got one of them.
better. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well,
No, almost grind hard plumbing company style like carts. Be awesome just to be a build for the channel.
that would be fun.
Well, what we need to do is we need to get 12 more subscribers, right? So here's the game plan. So all those out there that haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe, because then one, Tommy's going to have to eat sushi, which means two, I got to make the 10-hour trip down. So what we need to do is figure out what we want to do so that once we hit that 100 mark, not only do we do sushi, but we can build whatever it is that we're going to build. Yeah.
I just posted in the chat our LinkTree link. You can go there and get all our YouTube stuff, Twitch, everything. So yeah, anybody out there wants to hit that subscribe button, you can get us one step closer to forcing sushi down Tommy's throat.
If y'all want to know any more about toys and stuff too, come check out my channel on the CollectorExpress.
Yep, down below.
Oh yeah.
Everything's in the description.
I'm 2 away from 500.
So,
And as soon as you get to 500, we're all going to unsub.
Don't worry, YouTube does that for me as well. I was at 500 earlier, and they deleted too.
So, Adam, how do you feel about next week? We find the weirdest world records.
We'll figure it out, man.
A lot of them.
anyway, what?
Next week, we might do, after near the end of the show, do the weirdest world records.
That'd be cool.
I'm sure
I got
there's
one to tell y'all
weird
after the
stuff weird ones
stream.
out there.
I got one to tell you after the stream. You're going to be freaking out about.
All right. Well, that being said, great transition. See you guys. Take care.
See
Have
ya.
a great week. Bye-bye.